All right, Krewnami Khidd.
What's up?
What's going on?
Chilling, bro.
What's up? For the people that don't know you, you know what I'm saying? Where you from, man? Where you get the name Krewnami Khidd at?
Krewnami Khidd. I done had a lot of different rap names coming up because I've been rapping since I was 13. So Krewnami actually comes from my boy Zaid. He gave me that whole, that whole name. So my name before this one used to be Kid Buu from like Dragon Ball Z. It used to be Kid Buu. Then I was on Instagram one day on the Explore page and I had seen like this other rapper. He got the dreads with the pink dreads. His name, he Majin Buu, Kid Buu, whatever. He be doing songs with like bigger artists. So I'm like, well, so much for that name. I done dropped a whole project behind that name and everything. So I'm like, now I gotta change it up. I'm like, I wanna keep the kid part in it. So I'm like, damn, I was lost. I didn't know what to call myself. So I'm talking to the bro one day and he's like, yeah, like Krewnami, cause like Krewnami, the crew in Krewnami stands for create revenue and eat well. So Krewnami rhymes with what? Tsunami. What is a tsunami? The new big wave. You know, it all coincides with each other in some type of way. So I just put the Krewnami on the kid because I like different type of names. I ain't want to be Lil this or Young that, like that typical generic rap name or whatever. I always liked it like different type of names like Talib Kweli or Wiz Khalifa. I always liked it, those different type of like names like, well, where did they get that from or why do they call themselves that or where did they get that name? So Krewnami Khidd, I'm like, all right, I feel like it stands out more than like, yeah, Lil Savage or Lil, no disrespect if it's a rap out there named Lil Savage, you feel me? But just me, I just always wanted my shit to be different, bro.
Word. It's a lot of Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah. And it rhymes with, what's the shit that used to come on? Toonami, like the anime, cause like we in the anime and all of that. Yeah, we in all of that.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out to Zaid, man, cause
that's my brother, man.
He be into all that anime shit, man.
Right.
But all right, so where you come up at?
Well, I'm originally from Hawkinsville, Georgia. Long story short, from birth to 5, Hawkinsville, Georgia. From 5 to about 14, I lived in Missouri, O'Fallon, Troy, Moscow Mills. I always lived in either like country or like suburban or like rural areas. I'm a country boy. I'm not really like with that city shit. I don't know nothing about that. I done been to cities. I done spent time in cities and shit like that. But I'm really a country boy at heart, and I moved out to Jersey when I was 15.
Word. So what part of Jersey you from?
Well, you might as well say I'm from Pemberton. I'm from Pemberton. I always lived in Sunbury. I done lived in like 4, 5 different houses in Sunbury. I done lived in the Mills. I lived in Lumberton for a little bit. I done lived in Warrenboro, staying with different people, like going through different things in my life where, shit ain't right and I'm staying at a friend house over here, friend house over there. So, but I'm mainly like, I'm from Pemberton. I graduated from Pemberton Township High School. So I'm from Pemberton, Sunbury.
Word. So what was it like growing up in Pemberton?
When I first came out this way, it was I definitely had to adapt, because when I say adapt, I'm talking about the lingo, the swag, the lifestyle. And coming from where I come from, people are more like, like Southern hospitality, like niggas out here is ignorant. Niggas out here is like, yeah, you know how niggas out here get down, so I had to adapt. But what made it easier for me is because like half of Sunbury, I'm related to half of Sunbury. Like I'm on my grandma Alberta side, I'm on the Johnson side, but we got Aunt Florence, like that's the whole Sutton side, all of them, like shout out to the Suttons, everybody like that's, and then they connected with the Crawleys and shit. So I like pretty much half of Sunbury or a lot of people in Pemberton I'm related to. So the transition, it took a little while, but it
was smoother because
right.
You came in with part of that it family.
And mind you, like staying in Georgia, like living in the projects, it's hood, but I was a baby, I was a kid then, and then growing up in Missouri, like that was a different type of lifestyle of just like it was a predominantly white school, so it's like in that school it was in Troy Buchanan, it was like probably like 70% white kids, 20% black, and then the rest is other, like Asian, Mexican, whatever the case may be. So, life was simple. It was easier back then. Like, this is before the thugging, drugging, and the bugging, and the smoking, and the, catching charges and just being, just doing wild, dumb shit. Like, that was like that part of my life, that group of friends who I still talk to this day, like, they doing good. They done went to college, they done have families, they doing their thing, you feel me? But out here, I learned a lot. I spent most of my teens and most of my adulthood out here, so most of the trouble I got in with the law, or, you know, having my first kid and most of my friends and just me taking rap seriously, it all comes from Jersey. Like, Sunbury is, a lot of people, I don't want to say they fear Sunbury, but they got Sunbury has this bad like narrative or like this bad like reputation, but it's like, when you know the people, like, it's not the best place in the world, but it ain't like it's Compton, like if you go out there, but you gonna die today. It ain't like that, you feel me? It's some good people. It's some good people. So, you know,
family like out there.
Yeah. I mean, bullshit, don't get it fucked up. Like, bullshit go down. Yeah, bullshit happens.
Always happens.
But see, in a place like Sunbury, if you into that bullshit, it's the energy that you bring. If you into it, something's bound to happen to you.
Yeah.
Get in that bitch with no F. Flexing like I was a wrestler. And I happen to come with them extras. With them extras? Yeah, them extras. But I gotta fit you on my schedule. I did. Just how your people hit one of my people, I meet you, we get it together. Pressure.